America, F yeah, coming again to say the mother effing day, yeah. America, select mom and suck on my. Oh, hello there, and welcome to another episode of Supercard with me, Supercard Copter. Alright, so let's jump into today's video. We just got done with Team Ring Domination, and I had an amazing time. It was great. The team came together. They did what they needed to do. We knocked out freaking the Survivor card pretty quickly. Legendary card, we all dropped down to go to Legendary card to help Surge's deck. And that one kind of took longer, but I think it was just the fact that we were just chit-chatting. And hey, due to recent outages, anyone who played WWE Supercard during the last few days will receive 300 credits in the near future. More info on the link. That means you could buy a Superstar 6-pack where you have a chance of getting all the way up to an epic. You get 6 cards. Amazing. Whatever. I'll still take them. Hey, again, due to recent outages, anyone played WWE Supercard during the last few days will receive 300 credits in the near future. More info at the link. I already said, okay. I don't care about 300 credits. Doesn't matter. But anyways, so I am filming this on a Monday. There hasn't been anything said about what the new card is. There is rumors that it's going to be Daniel Bryan, which would be pretty awesome. And every event person's dream because Daniel Bryan is a right arrow. Plus, it's a ring nomination, so that's already easy to get, which then leads it to Road to Glory. Which, Road to Glory is another easy event. It's not a where you have to be stuck on your phone 24/7 like a PCC would. But yeah, so that's pretty cool, which led me to basically bump up my stats on my Ric Flair. Just because the reason why I had Ric Flair only at a solid 5 where he could beat legendaries and stuff is for PCC purposes, because once you go into PCC you kind of have to have that slight edge, especially if you want to be playing +5s a lot. You have to have that pretty much guaranteed win, so that's why I normally kept him there. Also, if you notice there's no background in the background, it's because there is really no picture. Usually I theme up my backgrounds to what's going on, and at the moment nothing's really going on. So let's just go ahead. I guess I could have put Kofi, but I don't care. Alright, so let's move on with the video. As you can see, it's ring nomination. Who knows what these cards would be. But yeah, so yeah, there's ring nomination. Team event. So everything was awesome. It was great. Everyone put in work. We'll go ahead and shout all them out. Yeah, Lieutenant Surge, being the good owner that he is, with 38 shards, he went hamster. Luke, as always, he always goes pretty hamster, but this is the first time in the teams that he is not first. Now, granted, he wasn't going to go ham. He was just going to be playing like he normally does. So, it's not like he was trying. So, I will give him that. But congrats, Luke. As always, up there. Then we had Dave D. Doom. Again, sorry if I'm butchering your name. I want to say Davey Doom. So, I'm going to just call you Dr. Doom. He came in with 31 shards. Then you had Robert, who's always been a great member to the team, at 25. You had me at 18, Patches at 16, Dark Legend at 14, Bailey at 13, Edwin, the new person that we got last minute. Patches got him into the group. He was awesome. He got 12, and then you have Des Perez with 4. But see, here's the thing with Des. So Dez is a busy guy. We know. He even let us know like he had some stuff going on this event, and we basically told him like, dude, don't worry about it. This shit's easy already as hell. And I mean, look at this. Our guys, other than Dez, our lowest was 12 shards. Like, and just to inform you, so with ring domination, you have, like I showed you in the last video, you have the board, you pick, and then when you get a pull, it resets your board. Now, when you reset the board, you get a shard. The only thing with that is if you are playing in your exhibition as well, you're all working off the same board. So let's say you only had 3 left in your ring domination, but you're out of bouts, so you go play exhibition. Once you reset that board, your board in ring domination is reset. So once you come back to ring domination, then it's back to you have 30 to choose from again. So with that, it was kind of it did kind of take a while, especially if you had some like lower numbers. It could have been because of that. The only thing is if you are playing and grinding, as you can see, you did pretty much put in some work. Like me, I was stuck at what was it? I think I was stuck at like 3 for a little bit, and then it finally went to like 6. And I mean, once you kept going, you finally got to like 18 in patches. As far as Lieutenant Surge, Luke, all them, they either had bouts or they were just had luck of the draw on everything. But either way, point is, the peeps did it. Awesome team. And yeah, so it should be pretty good. So we got Kofi, we got Mark Henry, which is a pro for me, but it wouldn't even make my RTG lineup. I'm just doing it for fun, kind of testing out the waters as far as what I don't know. Oh, tested out the waters for like a PCC type crew thing. That's what I was gonna say. So the deck setup goes as follows. Well, this is my old deck setup. I can get the survivor with this, so I'm wondering if I should just keep this since I got it last time, or if I should just change it up with what I have now. This would definitely change to the trash can, and this would change to trash can's power toughness. Do you have a speed charisma? I don't think so. We just have tough and speed. You know what? We'll leave it the way it is for now. But yeah, so this deck pretty much worked out for me really well last time. So I may keep it that way. Or just to kind of, matter of fact, okay, so this helped last time. Let's autofill it. Okay, and so now I'm in Survivor Plus Plus. Which, what's crazy is technically Ric Flair is 2 points higher than Kalisto. But I guess the way I pro'd him and put the tokens on his stats and everything, my Kalisto is still more powerful than him. And it sucks because visually they're good cards, the event cards. But one thing I'm noticing is if you want to boost them to their highest potential, you basically have to just token their main stats. I've seen people that have Ric Flair's charisma at 31, like 3,100 and something. And it's just like, how do you do that if you want it to be a 3-card stat? But that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't throw them as a 3-card stat, especially if you got in all the events up till now. You really don't even need to do that because you have people that have the power, the toughness. You have the people that have the toughness, speed. You have The Rock at power and charisma. It's just, I wish I could like boost up 3 stats up there. I'm happy with Ric Flair. He's a power charisma guy. I did boost up his toughness just so he could have that third stat, especially if you're going up against people who just only put power and charisma on their Ric Flairs. Now you have an advantage of having a 3-stat card. I didn't put anything on his speed because there was really no point. Um, Even if I was to try, it would take too much away from the power charisma. Because if I wanted to keep his power and charisma at 3,000, I would only have about maybe 40 points to deal with. Somewhere around there. I mean, I guess I could have got it to tops a 2,800 stat, which again is nothing, especially if he goes against a Kalisto or something of that nature. But yeah, so there's Ric Flair. Let's see. I don't know. Let me see. I am excited about Edge. I really do like this card. Like I said in the last one, I really do like this design. Edge has never been one of my favorite wrestlers, but he's definitely pretty cool in that aspect of he's a power speed guy. So I really like that about him. He'll be in my main deck. Glad to have him on board. So I finished his stats, pretty much just maxed out his charisma at the bottom just to kind of give him a third stat, almost at 1,500. And yeah, so definitely liking him. But what it looks like is I'm going to have to go with taking out these bottom guys. I'm going to put in... Let's see. Oh, and my pool, I got my survivor pool, which I will show you here in a little bit. So I think I have to finish Randy. Which also sucked about Ring Domination 2 is with them using your cards, it doesn't boost up any of their stats, like your Road to Glory, like Team Road to Glory, and I think Team PCC also it counts every time you use them, which sucks because we would have totally had a bunch of people maxing out their cards right away. So whatever. But yeah, so my Randy Orton, he's kind of there. Not really. It was only whenever I was using him in my exhibition deck for a little bit. But yeah, so there's that. We'll swap and throw in... Should we throw in Kofi? What's sad is Mark Henry's already... Shit. Mark Henry's already kind of statted up a little bit, and Randy's still above him. I hate that little... Sometimes it takes forever. Improve. See, he's already almost done, and he has his tokens on there, and Randy's still above him. So, oh well. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna rock with this. I'll see how it goes, make adjustments as needed, and go from there. I really hope it is Daniel Bryan. That would be awesome, not only to my deck, but just to have like one final card in his name as far as moving forward. I'm sure once WrestleMania Tier comes out, he will have a card there. Daniel Bryan technically isn't going anywhere, but I mean, for him to event a card slot in this game is now basically over just because he's not a current wrestler anymore now that he's retired. So that sucks. But props to him. He's banging Bree, so he's obviously not doing bad for himself. Okay, so let's play a few games just to get it out there. And then after that, which let me show you the King of the Ring right now. So I always get some good sleep. And I'm noticing in these Survivor King of the Rings, you literally can't sleep. Or you can't let your games go down too low, because once you do, it's game over from there. I was 24 and 5, I think. And then I fell asleep. got some good night's rest, and now I'm 23 and 14. Right now, the standings, I'm in fourth, which is pretty crazy. So we have Summons, BBL 85, which that dude is probably gonna. I hope I don't face him in the end, or not until the end, because that dude has all the event pros, not all of them, but he has two main event pros. He has a tag team compatible divas, legendaries, and he has a legendary divas. So yeah, he's gonna be a problem. I'm definitely not gonna win this, but I just want to get to the survivor so I can possibly get a pro. We have McGonigal, Keith H, Unnefer, Matt, Ziggy, and then all these peeps. Which Jason is a little weird because he has a Kalisto Event Pro, but he's 1 in 36, so I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's just trying to get those cards because he needs fusion food. I don't know. It's weird. Man, my hair is crazy. If you didn't already know, I just woke up, so yeah. Um, but yeah, so there's that. So let's play a few games. And let's go ahead and talk about this elephant in the room. Shane McMahon is facing Undertaker at WrestleMania, which I will be going to. So I'm super excited that I'm not only going to hear The Rock's theme music play in real life. Whoo, childhood dream. Going to WrestleMania, another childhood dream. Hearing Stone Cold's music live, childhood dream. But now I get to hear The Undertaker's, which is also a childhood dream. But yeah, so it is going to be great. I cannot wait. Shane McMahon, it was so good to see him back. It was actually kind of emotional to see him emotional because of the reaction that he got. I know he wasn't expecting that. Shit, I wasn't expecting that. What I love, am I glad that it happened? Hell yeah. Would I wish for it to happen for him? Hell yeah, but I wasn't expecting it. That Detroit crowd was amazing. I would love to be in one of those atmospheres where you just have the fans so hooked in. It was awesome. Um, but yeah, Raw was kind of weird because you saw a hint of the Attitude Era. I mean, you even had Vince McMahon getting bleeped for like a good 15 seconds of what he was telling Shane. And we don't hear people talk like that anymore on Raw, yet alone on public TV. I mean, you may hear him say a word on the pay-per-views here and there, but Vince McMahon said some cruel things, and it was all bleeped out. So, I mean, granted, they were ready for it. And yeah, so that was already crazy. The whole him taking back over, it reminded me. I was hoping Vince McMahon would say, "This is a night. This is a 2002," because I mean that's when they did the whole split where Paul Heyman and Stephanie ran SmackDown and someone else ran Raw and blah blah blah. Like it's an old storyline, but the funny thing is everything that Shane said as far as like you have all these injured wrestlers, ratings suck. Like all of that is true facts, which is pretty cool that they're able to say it. Because Raw's ratings have sucked. Let me tell you something. So I have a bunch of friends that are in like the whole acting business, and they do like a lot of different shows and stuff like that. And one thing that they've always told me is if a show goes from a weekday spot like like Mondays are hot, like that's a hot spot right there. Monday nights. Wednesdays are pretty good. Thursdays are even pretty good. Tuesdays are good. Those main spots are good because people are at home at that time. Mainly because they have work. So an average person living the average life with the average job is usually a Monday through Friday job, weekends off. Especially if it's like a government job, usually an 8 to 5, 7 to 4, something of that nature. So that's why those nights of the weekdays are prime time spots because 9 out of 10 times, the average American will be at home being able to watch those things. Fridays, people usually aren't home because Fridays is usually a go out day, especially weekends. Those are usually a time where you go out, you have fun, you party, you hang out with kids, you take them everywhere. Like, you really aren't trying to be home on the weekends because that's usually whenever you're dedicating it to your family. So, from a show to go from one of those primetime spots into Friday, that means your ratings are doing bad. So, for SmackDown to go from Thursday to Friday to their new home on USA Network, it's not a we are so proud to be moving. No, it's your ratings are sucking on your sister show like they have been forever, and we're moving you down to Friday. So for McMahon to pull that awesome card and bring Shane O'Mac, someone who's loved, someone who's been out of the company, a fresh face, a fresh new start, to come in and say, hey, let me take over. Let me spit out your facts. Because Shane McMahon's always been the guy that's the odd man out. He left the company. He tried doing other things. He was the one that always had his revenge against his dad. That's why he bought WCW, all that to take over or whatever. And yeah, so of course we're all going to want to root for him. But again, he has him facing The Undertaker, which The Undertaker already lost to Brock Lesnar. So he lost. I mean, he didn't lose his legacy there because he'll always carry that record of being 21 uh, straight WrestleManias. But to bring Shane McMahon, and it's weird how they're going to take it. Like, is Undertaker going to drop to 21-2 at WrestleMania to end his legacy? Because let's be honest here, Undertaker's riding on his last limbs. Like, this dude cannot be going on for like 2 or 3 more WrestleManias after this. Like, that's just calling too much. This dude's already fainted due to dehydration. Like, he just doesn't have it anymore. Shane, I don't know. Shane looked like he was in pretty good shape, not like his father, but he looks still like he's healthy, which is awesome. Like, that's cool. But again, Shane McMahon is known for some high flying. Like, Shane McMahon had some good matches back in the day. But we'll see how it goes. Will Undertaker drop to Shane McMahon? I don't know why they would. I don't know why the Undertaker. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he has to agree to this. So I don't know why the Undertaker would agree to drop into Shane McMahon and then him basically retiring into the sunset. Or why they would give hope that, hey, Raw's going to be better. Like, the company's going to be switching for the best. And then it doesn't. Because if Undertaker wins, then Shane's like completely out of the business. So I don't know. I don't know where WWE's head is at. But it was great to kind of see a little bit of the Attitude Era. Not only Vince McMahon, like Cursey or whatever, vintage Vince McMahon, as you could say, but all the blood that was there on Roman. I mean, it's crazy to a kid viewer. There's 2 ways. There's one, you can capture them as being like, oh my god, there's so much blood. And then you can capture the other side where it's, oh my god, there's so much blood. That's my hero. Roman. So the fact that they even showed that much blood, because it literally looked like he was getting his butt kicked. I mean, granted, he was doing his little hand up against the table. I mean, it looked pretty legit, which was pretty cool. I like their whole angle, but that is like vintage Attitude Era. Like, that is a baby step to what the Attitude Era was. Attitude Era was a lot more hardcore, a lot more brutal, but just to see a little taste of that, a reminder of it, was awesome. So I enjoyed Raw. It was really good. Sasha Banks, she is just growing on me more and more. She's actually getting pretty hot to me. As far as the wrestling game, I just can't get into girl wrestlers, man. They aren't anything special to me. Ric Flair is looking more and more like this dude really is a guy who did some hardcore drugs and shit in his life. He's in his own world, man. He is entertaining just to watch him be on Charlotte's side. I mean, he's he's a funny dude. He makes me laugh. So props to Ric Flair. Charlotte, I'm getting sick of. I'm ready for her to be done with her championship reign. Give it to Sasha. Let her be. Everyone's like, oh, such a crucial battle, her and Brie, but really wasn't that great. All right, this is gonna be the last one. Those are my thoughts on it. Oh, also Brock and Dean Ambrose having. Dean needs to stop trying to oversell things. Okay, we get it. You're badass. You're probably gonna go to jail for stealing that ambulance because I didn't see any paramedics in there. Yet somehow you took over that ambulance and you brought it back crime free. No cops are looking for you or anything. There's nothing reported stolen. You just made it on your way back. I've never seen a hospital be like, oh, you need to get home? Here's the keys. Take my ambulance. Just make sure to have it back. Don't put a scratch on it, which technically he did. He ran into some stuff. But yeah, taking like 20 minutes to get up to the ring, just you struggling left and then falling right and then falling back left. Like, come on, dude. Just get up and be like, Brock Lesnar, you can't get me down. You're an asshole, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Them fighting in a no holds barred match is awesome. I can't wait to see that match. Should be good just because Dean can take damage and Brock loves to inflict damage. So when you have that kind of match, it's always fun to see. So I'm excited. Okay, now this is my last game. This is already a 26-minute video. If you needed to grind for whatever reason, I hope so. What were your thoughts on Raw? What do you think is going to be the next ring domination person? All that. Just let me know in the comment section below or on Twitter at SupercardCopter, which is right there in that corner. Haha, I'm getting used to these angles. But yeah. So, and congratulations to all of my team. It was great. I'm anxious to see how we do in Team PCC, which should be next. That's gonna be major fun. Ugh. But our whole point is to get Vermilion City up there. Because I mean, who doesn't love Pokemon? And then to top it all off, our owner's name is Lieutenant Surge, the gym leader of Vermilion City. It's shocking. Huh? See what I did there? Alright, I shouldn't be pulling anything because I just got my pull. Oh, which I didn't tell you. Let me show you real quick, and then we'll end this video. So, my pool, my survivor pool, was... Boom! Natty! I am excited because this is another diva to where if I just happen to get lucky and I pull a diva, I could possibly already have a pro. I mean, granted I could with like Alyssa Fox and then Charlotte up here as well, but the fact that my chances of getting a diva pro has heightened, it makes me happy. So until next time, which should be Wednesday, we will already know who the ring domination person is. And yeah, we'll go from there. So again, did you like Team Ring Domination? Who do you think this Ring Domination solo is going to be? And what were your thoughts on Raw and WrestleMania coming up? Let me know in the comment section below or on Twitter. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, do whatever. Make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday. But until next time, I'm Copter, and I will see you Wednesday.